Welcome to Stories of Success about Bill Gates. Today we will talk about American business magnate's philanthropy. William Henry Gates III is an American business magnate, software developer, investor, author, and philanthropist. He is a co-founder of Microsoft, along with his late childhood friend Paul Allen. During his career at Microsoft, Gates held the positions of chairman, chief executive officer, president and chief software architect, while also being the largest individual shareholder until May 2014. He was a major entrepreneur of the microcomputer revolution of the 1970s and 1980s. Gates was born and raised in Seattle, Washington. In 1975, he and Allen founded Microsoft in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Gates led the company as chairman and CEO until stepping down as CEO in January 2000, succeeded by Steve Ballmer. He stepped down as chairman of the board of Microsoft in February 2014 and assumed a new post as technology advisor to support the newly appointed CEO Satya Nadella. In March 2020, Gates left his board positions at Microsoft and Berkshire Hathaway to focus on his philanthropic efforts, including climate change, global health and development, and education. As of December 2021, Gates had an estimated net worth of $135 billion United States dollars, making him the fourth richest person in the world. Gates studied the work of Andrew Carnegie and John D. Rockefeller. He donated some of his Microsoft stock in 1994 to create the William H. Gates Foundation. In 2000, Gates and his wife combined 3 family foundations, and Gates donated stock valued at $5 billion. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation was identified by the Funds for NGOs company in 2013 as the world's wealthiest charitable foundation, with assets reportedly valued at more than $34.6 billion. Gates, through his foundation, also donated $20 million to Carnegie Mellon University for a new building to be named Gates Center for Computer Science, which opened in 2009. Gates delivered his thoughts in a fireside chat moderated by journalist and news anchor Shireen Ban virtually at the Singapore FinTech Festival on December 8, 2020, on the topic, Building Infrastructure for Resilience: What the COVID-19 Response Can Teach Us About How to Scale Financial Inclusion. Governments are there to think ahead to bad things that might happen. In the case of pandemic, not enough was done. We can't forget that another pandemic will come and we'll need to invest in being ready in that, while not forgetting that we were not prepared and we're going to have to invest, just like having a fire department, some money in an intelligent way and actually simulate what might happen and make sure that we're ready for it.
I mean, in terms of standards and things, the internet standards have been incredibly powerful. Video formats, things like this. And so I don't see things that are going to really hold back a convergence device.
Gates favors the normalization of COVID-19 masks. In a November 2020 interview, he said, "What are these, like, nudists? I mean, we ask you to wear pants, and no American says, or very few Americans say, that that's, like, some terrible thing." Bill and Melinda Gates have pledged to donate at least half of their wealth to charity. Gates and his wife have said that they intend to leave their 3 children $10 million each as their inheritance. In November 2017, Gates said he would give $50 million to the Dementia Discovery Fund, a venture capital fund that seeks treatment for Alzheimer's disease. On August 25, 2018, Gates distributed $600,000 through his foundation via UNICEF, which is helping flood-affected victims in Kerala, India. On April 29, 2017, Gates partnered with Roger Federer in playing in the Match for Africa 4, a non-competitive tennis match at a sold-out Key Arena in Seattle. Federer and Gates played against John Isner, the top-ranked American player for much of this decade, and Mike McCready, the lead guitarist for Pearl Jam. The pair won the match 6-4. The following year, Gates and Federer returned to play in the match for Africa 5 on March 5, 2018, at San Jose's SAP Center. Their opponents were Jack Sock, one of the top American players and a Grand Slam winner in doubles, and Savannah Guthrie, a co-anchor for NBC's Today Show. This was a story of success about Bill Gates' philanthropy. If you enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe and join us for more.